What's up? What's up? What's up, YouTube? YouTube! What's up? Let's do this. What's up, YouTube? So, my last video earlier today, it's kind of messing up. I'm trying to still load it up, and it's still messing up, right? So, I don't know what the problem is, but, we need to do a new video. I want to get into some shit. Alright? Let's get into some stuff. Alright. What's up, everybody? I'm trying to check something out for y'all, man. But we need to just get into it, man. There's a lot of shit going on right now. A lot of stuff going on. A lot of fake news. A lot of fake media going around right now. And it's got y'all so friggin' brainwashed, right? It's got y'all so mind warped that even some of my best friends, my friends that I've known all my life, are mentally screwed. Alright? They don't have a hope in the world for them. You know? They're just gullible. They're gullible people. They believe anything. And that's not the good way to be, you know? They believe especially anything, you know, President Trump tells them. You know what I mean? You know, before, you know? It's like they got both sides. They got everybody. They was like, we really need to get America involved these last 8 years. So let's get all the African American votes. Let's really, you know, show them that they got a stake in this thing, you know? And give us Barack Obama. Now, they're giving us Trump. The opposite of people, you know? And he done did bad in what he done over the years, Obama. So they're giving people the opposite. And people are eating it up. And it's almost as if it's like a game. Like, it really is. It really is. This whole thing with like, you know, how it was Obama and now Trump. And some of the people that would have never been voting, some of the people that would have really never partake in voting or politics to begin with. People didn't really, man, people didn't get into politics back in the day like that. Not nobody I know. Now everybody's political. I'm a Republican. I'm a Democrat. Oh, shit. Well, it wasn't like that until Obama came. Once Obama came, everybody fucking sang Kumbaya and thought everything was sweet again, right? Like the fucking deep state just said, oh, relax, we're gonna give them a president of the people this time. We're gonna give them a president of the people. Yeah, we've seen how that turned out, right? And it's always gonna turn out like that. Anytime you think it's gonna turn out otherly, you're delusional. You're delusional, and it's hard because they're brainwashed. That we're all being fed 24/7, 7 days a week. It's hard, alright? It's hard to know, to separate the shit from the real bullshit from the right shit. But when it comes to presidents, I'm going to tell you, they're all bought and paid for, folks. All presidents. They're all bought and paid for. And everybody keeps talking about this Q thing on my comments section too. And I gotta address this, I gotta address it, and I keep trying to address it. But for some reason, people keep still trying to hold on hope and belief, and it's not good. It's not good, man, to be like that. So we need to stop that. And dude, do you understand that if Q was real, alright, if this whole thing was real, this whole Q thing was real, Trump would have been JFK. Yeah. Trump would have been JFK. These people been working on this plan for years, alright? For years. You think for generations of families. You see what I'm saying? Not just my generation, like, I'm going to do it all in my generation. No, this is a generational plan, agenda, alright? That's been formulated over the years by the richest, wealthiest men in the world. And if you don't believe me, well, just look around you. Look around you, ladies and gentlemen. Look around you. What do you see? Everybody locked in. Nobody knows what to believe anymore. We don't know it. We are so propagandizing disinformation. It's unbelievable. Alright? They could do. Now's the time. You gotta understand, there's a process to this, alright? I forget the guy's name, but a Russian CIA agent, deep KGB guy, said that before you change a society and basically take it over, there's processes that you need to go through, alright? There's processes. One of those processes is demoralization, alright? You must demoralize the masses, alright? Demoralize them through any means necessary. And if you've noticed over the years, 10 years ago, you couldn't see somebody get whacked. Real life on TV. You just couldn't. You couldn't see it. You couldn't see that. It would only be like actors or like, back in the day we would watch Faces of Death, right? And that would show some gory stuff in there, But nowadays, I can turn on YouTube and watch people getting their heart chopped out. Dogs eating genitals. I mean, the sickest, grossest things that you can think possible. You can watch them, right? So that's one of the steps. Demoralization to the public, all right? Then you hit them with so much disinformation that they don't know what to believe. They don't know what to believe. They're like, I've just come to the conclusion, the smart ones, that I don't know what to believe right now. I know the main agenda and what the end goal is. That's my key. That's what I'm going to go off of, all right? But that's the end game. But where they go from here, I don't really know, but we can tell by looking off the end game and seeing where they went from this point, all right? We can see where they're going at. We can see. And everybody expects the things to happen like that. When this thing happened, everybody expected to, even I did. I did, because that's how they programmed us through movies and the likes of that. To where as though when an event happens, oh my God, run to the grocery stores. The food is going to go. The food didn't disappear. Not yet. Not yet. the food didn't disappear. Not yet. But we was all rushing and running around like it was the apocalypse. Why is that, you think? Why do you think that? Why don't we dig down deep into our psyche and really analyze why is it that we did that? Well, we've been programmed to be like that through movies, through media, through actors. We've been programmatized to do this. When something happens, we've been programmed to respond a certain way. All right, that's it. Plain and simple. It happens. People that kings and queens. You gotta understand, kings and queens been around for centuries. All right, they've developed ways, secretive ways. You gotta understand. People's jobs, whatever your trade was, that was your trade. That's something you worked on for years, all right? You was good at that. These people were good at, ruling the populace. And without having uproots and riots and revolts. That's a hard thing to do. That's a hard thing to do. Especially with the system you got set up. Everybody can't, But what do I think is coming from next and what the end game is? I told y'all earlier. Bill Gates. They got nano biometrics that is no longer, it's a part of you. It is now you. Alright? Elon Musk, as we speak right now, is sending let me see. Yeah, so Elon Musk has launched the 5th batch of its Starlink space internet satellites, taking the total of 300 satellites in the sky. They form a constellation of thousands of satellites designed to provide low-cost broadband internet service from low Earth orbit. Y'all hear that? SpaceX has launched the 5th batch, not the 1st or the 2nd or the 3rd, the 5th batch, while we all been in our houses, afraid. At night, SpaceX has been launching these, where nobody can see them. The 5th batch of the Starlink space internet satellites, taking the total to 300. They form a constellation of thousands of satellites designed to provide low-band internet service to low Earth orbit. Elon Musk. So that's what's going on right now. Everything's getting set up. Don't you see it? Don't you see? See what's going on here? Do you see? Are you awake? You got your eyes. You are seeing stuff. You do perceive stuff. Do you see what's going on? It's like chess. They're setting up the chess pieces now. They're getting everything into place. Stuff that they couldn't do before. They could never do that in the time that they done it now. It would have took months. Months and within years. They could have never have done it. Do you understand what they are setting up as we speak? They are setting up a literal virtual they're setting up a virtual prison. They've got satellites forming constellations above the earth, sending down 5G. Right? They're putting all around houses, all around your neighborhoods right now. 5G. They're getting it set up. That way, once everything's in place, people, they can say, we've got it. After the riots, because it's not a quick thing. We're all going to expect it to happen soon. No. Things are going to be like this. It's going to get worse. There might even be terrorist attacks or false flag attacks. You got to understand, a false flag attack, even if the enemy does it and our country knows about it, that's a false flag attack. All right? Just like Pearl Harbor. Pearl Harbor was a false flag attack. Our country knew about it, but didn't do nothing, because in order for the American people to accept going to war, they needed a reason. You gotta understand, we wasn't going to war. The American people wasn't having it. Second World War, everybody was World War. We wasn't having a World War. We were like, we ain't going over there. This ain't our war, man. We fucking, come on, man. We're not going to do that. And then the sneak attack happened. Americans died. Horrible, fucking brutal deaths, which sparked a flare and a fire in the American people. Not since 9/11. Hasn't been since the likes of 9/11. That's why they've got us so brainwashed. Because once upon a time, we controlled the government. We dictated what we wanted done. No, we don't want to go to war. Nah. They had to do back sneakily shit in order to get their ultimate agenda achieved. You see what I'm saying? So don't be fooled here, people. Don't be fooled here at all. I've been following this and I've been studying this for years. Alright. A lot of people think Rome is Mystery Babylon. I'm going to tell you, America's Mr. Babylon. For a while, I was kind of hoping it wasn't. You know what I mean? I really was. I was kind of hoping that, America wasn't Mystery Babylon and we wasn't, But now, I'm starting to really think that. I don't want to scare y'all and get y'all scared, but I'm really starting to think that. Because all the sequence of events, the prophecies after prophecies that's adding up, revelation upon revelation, it's just like mind-boggling. Like, if you people knew what is occurring in your lifetime, you would shit your pants. You would. Is it done by man's design or is it done by God's design? That's the big question. Is man doing it to try to make it seem and perceive to be as God? Because remember, God works through signs in the earth and in the sky. Alright? That's how God works. That's how he talks and that's how he works. Alright? That's how you know the seasons and the times. Just like the times of the seasons, you know, when the time changes or the leaves start falling off the branch of a tree. Same way the time is coming through looking at the stars and celestial events that the time is nearing. It's nearing. Alright? I just want to let y'all know, man, that shit is real. Be prepared. Be prepared. Because we're at a secret war right now, alright? Whether y'all like to believe it or not, or if there's a one really secret cabal that's controlling the world, let's put all that aside, alright? Let's really put all that aside for a second and think about, we might be going to war, but we might be going to war soon with other damn countries. China, namely one, Russia. We might be going to damn war. And if you just heard the rhetoric from Trump and what he's talking about now Trump's talking about, well, China did it. It came from China. Let's be real, and I don't like China, saying that they keep insisting that it came from us, and that's bull crap. You know what I see, people? Do you know what I see? I see propaganda. I see little by little for them trying to steer the hearts of Americans for war. That's what I feel right now. I feel as though they're making Americans mad. They're getting us mad. Now they're hitting us with propaganda about China. We're going back and forth. We already were at the door of war. We already was. For those of you who know, we was already at that door. Alright? Just last year, President Xi was ordering all his military to prepare for war. To make preparations for war. Yeah. So, if you people didn't realize that, I don't know what you got to do to realize it. I just don't. I really don't know what you got to do. Maybe this is good for you. Maybe sitting in your house, but you don't need no TV. You don't need no TV. You don't need sitcoms. You don't need fucking reality shows. All that's bullshit. If you're watching that type of shit right now, you're a part of the problem. You need to put that shit down. Alright? You need to put that shit down and get woke and get a part of the problem. Don't become a part of the problem, become a part of the solution. You need to start finding out first. Do a little bit of investigation work. If you have not done yet and you don't really know all the facts, look it up, dig into it a little bit, find out for yourself. Because this is it. This is for all the marbles here. America's never going to be the same again. Don't y'all see? It's not going to go back to being like the way it was. Never will. I don't care what nobody says. It never will. So, if you think it is, you're fucking stupid. You're stupid. You're so stupid. You're so brainwashed, and you're so hopeful. I would love to be hopeful too. I got family, kids. I got a future. I got their future. You know what I mean? I don't want nothing to happen. But let's get real. Look at the fucking situation that's at hand. Alright? I've been studying this shit for years. I'm a little bit more keen and have a little bit more knowledge of what is about to take place. If not war, then civil war. There's no way around it. Even if they let us all back to work right now, there's going to be consequences and repercussions for this. Whether from China on us or us from China. But I don't think it's all going to be done with. They're using this. This was a planned event. And if you still think it wasn't, you're in denial. You're in denial. Christ, this is a fact. They're even saying the virus, where the Wuhan, China virus, where they said at first that it originated at the lab, not the wet market, right? But how it was going around that there's a Wuhan lab that was fucking with that type of shit. You know what I mean? Come to find out that, we just paid them millions of dollars to work with that material, to work with COVID-19 in that laboratory. And then a couple months ago, they was raising concerns, the State Department or something like that. I don't know. Look into it. Don't quote me if I'm wrong, but they was saying something as though on the lines of we don't feel it's safe there. We feel as though that, a safety that safety is jeopardized there. Alright? That all those viruses are jeopardized at that Wuhan lab. And then a few months later, and they're still saying it came, but they came out with it and said that, yes, that is what happened. But they still can't admit it. This is on paper, but they still can't admit it. This is messed up. People are really fucking hurting. And I feel for you guys out there, man. I do. All these people out there with your small businesses, mom and pop stores. Even your hard working 9-to-5 parents out there. I can relate and I understand, man, and I know it's hard. But we've got to, if we want change, if we want ultimate change, we've got to get out of our slumber, get off of our ass, and make shit happen. Alright? What are we going to tell? What are we going to tell our grandkids? What are they going to think? We might be dead. What are they going to think? This is nuts. This is really nuts, dude. To think that I would be saying all this. To think that I would be living in these times. To think. Always knew it would happen. But deep down in my mind, I didn't want to believe it, I didn't want to believe it. I wanted to keep on keeping on. Raising my son. Watching my other kids get older. Living my life, enjoying myself. Don't we all want that? Ain't that what y'all want? That's the American dream, ain't it? Hell, that's the dream. That's the dream. That's anybody's dream. Have your own place. be able to make money or make a living. You don't need money to make a living. You know? We don't need money. Especially no damn digital currencies. We don't need that. What? So we can be more slaves to the system? What's it based off of? Is it backed by something? Or are you just going to be like, alright, we're going to put everybody on this shit. And we ain't even got to print the money. We can just go, alright. He's got 10,000 million trillion dollars in his account. Okay. And he's got it here. Like, I want to do that then. If it's that easy, then I want to fucking print the money and make it. Why can't I do that? You see, it's got to be backed by something. It's got to be backed by something. So, man, I'm going to get off in here. Y'all be safe, man. God bless y'all. And I just really, really wish people would really, like, take the time out to do a little bit of investigation and a little bit of research instead of always pointing the finger and saying, oh no, I don't believe you. Oh, you're fucking crazy, man. You're crazy. Or that guy believes that. Well, I don't fucking, he says this other thing. I don't believe nothing he says. You know? There's a little bit of truth in everything. You can't be like that. If you're like that, you're an ignorant ass fucking individual. Alright? And I don't even want you around me. Like, I don't even want you around me. Let's be real. But this is it, folks, man. Like, I hope we get this right. I fucking hope we get this right, man. I hope we get this right. Because it ain't even about us. It's about our kids. You know what I mean? And it's about their kids. And it's about their kids. You see what I'm saying? That's what the fuck it's about. Not about our life. Not about ours. Not at all. It's about our kids' kids. Our kids' lives. Their kids' kids. And their kids' kids. That's what it's about. So, I love y'all. Get woke. Stop with the bullshit. You ain't got no sports to watch. Stop watching all the old sports shit. Get off the games. I play a little bit of games here and there. Hour once in a blue moon. And I don't even play them as much as I used to. So, get off the games. Start doing what you gotta do to prepare physically, spiritually, and emotionally. Alright? That's what y'all need to do, man. That's what I'm doing. Y'all need to do. That's what God told us to do. Alright? Love y'all. Peace.